Hello, this is Dead Cell, and welcome to Second Life. I am here at the N plus K shipyard, and they just recently came out with a new ship, the Galleon, and I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna get a demo and see how this fares to the other ships that I have tested here before. I think I've only tested the frigate from here in one of my past videos. I might make videos on the other ships as well. So yeah, this is their new one that they just made, and I don't know where I'm gonna sell it to, but I'm gonna sell it somewhere, and we'll see how she fares. So I need to walk myself over to the res zone for the demos and res it and get the appropriate HUD. This will probably be in my way, so I just need to get rid of these. Chat, we don't need a chat. For what? Actually, probably do need a chat because it does tell you in local chat what's going on with the ship if you run aground or whatever, so we'll leave that open. I also need to make sure my render view is up to par. There we go. And we'll pop the little radar thing, that way I can have some futuristic navigation, because this is not real world by any means. The landmass here is never the same. It's always wonky. It is Second Life after all. So let's see, that's not the one we want. And resing on Second Life is a thing. You're constantly resing, so some things may not render, and other things will. This game is probably getting close to 20 years now. That's the Indian man. The frigate. There it is, the Galleon. So go ahead and res. It's going to give me the HUD for it. I will go to my recents, and I'm not going to put all that stuff on. I'm just going to put on, I believe it's this one here, the sailing manual HUD. Is that the manual HUD, or is that the HUD? Nope, that's not it. I'll detach that from myself, so it's got to be this one here. Ah, there it is. You can tell by this right here, that's the HUD. So as soon as I board the ship, it will activate. So straight to the helm. That was a little interesting animation there, but whatever. So, I'm going to play this like if it was naval action. And we need to open up the sail command here. And let me edit this HUD here to better fit with my chat here on the side. So we'll go ahead and go to slow sails to get it out of the docks. So we'll drop the corset. And she's pulling pretty freaking hard. That was some pretty fast acceleration compared to what I'm used to on naval action. Speaking of naval action, they just got done doing a patch where they nerfed the heck out of the armor and apparently buffed the guns, which is not really a balanced thing to do. So now, basically, guns that are like 3-pounders can penetrate a ship of the line like it was nothing. So let's see, let's go ahead and select my sail movements. So this is the wind right here, what my sails are doing. And looks like it's coming around, so we're just gently turning. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll drop this here, and we'll go ahead and start angling the sails this way. We'll ease the spanker a bit. Apparently I'm using naval action controls, so let's try that again. There we go, easing the spanker right about there. And we'll stop it from turning. The rudder. See, this is another thing I like about these N+K ships compared to naval action. The realism. The rudder is literally for fine tuning, so we'll go ahead and deploy the jib. There's only one. It's a square style jib, and it actually rotates with the wind, as you saw there. When the wind grabbed it, see how it, yeah, very realistic. Doesn't even do that in naval action. So let's go to half sails. I am noticing the ship does not have any Stetzel sails here. I'm clicking on the HUD here for the sails. So we are at half sails. Go ahead and do a sim cross. I believe we did it. Yeah, we did it. Alright, I'm gonna have the ship slightly turned this way, and we're going to go to battle sails. So we'll set the royals and the spanker, which will keep us from turning too much. So now the ship is a little bit more evenly balanced, so we are now in a nice battle sail configuration. Noticing there's a little rendering issue here on the back. Not liking that. How does it look in there anyways? That's pretty cool. Gun stowed away. 1, 2. It's got 2 decks of guns. Not too bad. I'm still using the AW keys. Yeah, alright. We'll go ahead and go full sails now. Applying the corsets. There they are. And she's at full sails now. Pretty quick ship. It's getting up to almost 10 knots. Actually, it's coming up on 10 knots. And if I can actually trim the sails here with the spanker, there we go. Let's see. Now we're on a beam reach. Doing about 12 knots. It's not too bad, actually. The camera angling position, not the greatest in the world. I can hardly see the horizon. It should be more like that, I would say, so you can actually see what's out in front of you. So you're really sailing blind. Let's see what happens if you go into mouse view. What is this? What it looks like. Here we go. You can't see anything. So you would definitely have to have like a buddy running as crew, so you can basically tell you what's in front of the ship, so you can see. That's pretty cool. Let's get out of the mouse view here. And sim crossing. Looks like we already did. Alright. Sim crossing is pretty smooth. I'm hardly even noticing the transition. Let me make my map here a little bit bigger, so I can see approximately, yeah, the next sim coming up. I like how they got the pirate flag already on it. That's nice. I always love flying the black. It's got the nice demo sign all over it. But we're just testing. So, I haven't decided exactly where I want to go, but we can probably do that now. Let's see. So we're traveling down here. Not to make the video too long, but let's see. we'll go here. Doesn't seem like it's too crowded, right? I understand a lot of people there, so we'll head there. It's just straight ahead, and I hit M like those naval action. Sorry, I haven't been on here in a while. There seems to be something in the water in front of me. What is that? What is that? It's just seaweed. Yeah, things on here. They like to put a lot of things in the water. There's even a little bottle that floats in the water. If you hit that, it will completely stop your ship. Kind of a bummer. And then there's like buoys and stuff like that right there. If you hit that, it'll make your ship come to complete stop because apparently they're indestructible and stronger than the ship. So you have to watch out for little things like that. And the wind is turning on us. Let me get rid of that. And trim up my sails here a little bit. It seems we are starting to go upwind a bit. The wind pattern on this has always been kind of crazy on this game too. You can tell the wind pattern from up here. Where that's blowing, that's where the wind is going. That would be my map here. I need to clear that. I had it marked to some destination, probably the shipyard. Alright, so I see land starting to res in front of me. That is where we're trying to go, but it doesn't look like we're going to get there in a straight shot per se. So I'm going to have to perhaps do a tack and try to go upwind and all that. We'll see how this ship does on that. And the wind is turning, so I'll turn with the wind. I'm going to prepare to tack here. It's definitely going to be an upwind situation. Let's take a look at her sailing in the water here. Looks pretty nice. Her draft is not too deep. It's kind of shallow. I like that. On the Indian Man that they made on here, the draft was so deep on it that it would actually run aground basically anywhere you would sail around here. So that's an improvement. Alright, let's go ahead and perform that tack. So I'm going to use the little arrows here to turn the back, the main mast and the mizzen mast. So I'll start turning to the wind, wait for the sails to start flapping, and then gently turn them. And now I will force the spanker into the wind to assist. As it starts going backwards, I will turn the rudder the other way. I will click on the forward mast. As we grab wind, I will turn her around. And now we are completely tight. And I have to say that is the fastest tack I have ever seen for a ship, if you're comparing this to naval action. That did it so quick, it was like in fast forward or time lapse. But I do like how you get to actually have the actual speed of the ship in this game, which is pretty good. I mean, the ship is kind of fast. I don't know exactly how fast the ship was in real life, but I mean, it seemed to touch a bit too fast. It could be a little bit slower, but I'm not arguing. I like fast ships. The wind, however, definitely doesn't want me to go to the island. So we'll try to ride the wind line to it as much as possible. You can see my guy down there turning the wheel. Animation is pretty cool. So if there was actually somebody down there looking at me, they could see me sailing the ship. Perhaps we can get enough of a wind line to actually make the docks. I'm not sure. It looks like we're good. But I'll set just in case we have to do another extremely fast attack. Ship seems to be highly maneuverable. Very responsive. Well, you know, it is Second Life. I mean, can't really ask for too much. Yeah, I see the docks. So I'm gonna go ahead and start depowering, dropping or raising the corsets, I should say. I will also raise the jib. And I will raise the spanker. Drop the Galleons. We just did a sim cross. So that dock is probably, go ahead and drop these. And let's see how close we can get to the docks. Now, unlike naval action, we can deploy just the Royal for a little bit of speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy the Royal, and I'm going to try to sim cross here. Seems like it's happening. Matter of fact, let's drop that and let's go to slow sails. For some reason, there we go. It didn't want to turn. Now it's turning. So I'm going to pass the docks just a little bit. Hold this course. And now I'm going to air brake it. And having the sails angled like this is actually turning the stern of the ship. So now we're going backwards. So we just needed to grab just a little bit of wind. And this is how you parallel park a really big ship. We'll turn the rudder out this way just a bit. And just carefully back it in. And we'll go ahead and just let the ship rub right onto the dock. Go ahead and drop that sail. And since we're moving backwards, let's see, that's the the ladder there. Go ahead and put the sail up just one more time. There we go, we're moving back again. And we will drop it right about here. There we go, and drop anchor. Since we're going backwards, dropping anchor, we're just digging the anchors. There we go, and apparently somebody boarded my ship. Whatever, but you can have the ship. The demo is over. I am going to go turn my animation here back on and hop off this ship. Where is... There it is. So apparently I gotta jump over the rails. Yeah, I know that's not realistic, but hey, Second Life, I can do that. So yeah, there's the ship. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out and later.